Good evening. I'm Epstein, and here we are for Tuesday, and this is the 16th of January, 2023, and the time right now, well, it looks like we're getting out about 6:40 p.m. Central Time. You know, it's the beginning of the year. I know many of you want to catch up with me in the mornings, and I keep telling you one thing. I say that, to take my morning videos is close to the cup of coffee price. I did a survey. Just wanted to give you something, then we'll get into the charts. This is as of January 11, without tips. 408 at Starbucks, at Pete's Coffee 413, 356 at Dunkin' Large. That's without a tip. No tip included. You can get my morning futures. This is special for 3 days. It ends this Thursday. So giving you something I've never done before. Morning futures, instead of the $7.95 price, $3.98. The Spider ETF, 30 days, $4.48. You go into the members area. All you got to do actually is go to iraepstein.com. Under the word research, when you sign up for this, it'll be automatic. No code, nothing needed. We take everything behind the scenes. When your 30 days are up, you can either let it renew and it'll go up to the normal price, or you can go in at any time once you signed up into the member login area, change your subscription, put your cancel date, anything you want. I don't think you're going to get a value like this again from me. I've never done this. Cheapest. And I always say, have a cup of coffee with me in the morning, do this and that. Here's proof of my pricing. Right through there, through here. And again, if you add a buck tip on these, which most people do, I'm cheaper. All right, but a lot of knowledge, 22 videos every single morning. Monday through Thursday, you get the dailies, except for holidays. And on the weekend, we do weekly video. I think you'll find them great. Each video is about 15 to 20 minutes long. And I give specific buy here, sell there recommendations. So we're now seeing that the warfare is picking up in the Mideast. Very close to where U.S. bases are. The Iranians did fire missiles today. That went off. We are seeing that the U.S. is again attacking the Houthis. That is going on. The world is looking at this all pick up, and gold went down dramatically on it, back down into the 2030 area. Just the opposite of what you'd think, because so far the world believes a lot of noise, a lot of whatever, but nobody really wants to go to war. And they realize that as the Houthis, which they did, they attacked another ship today, there's going to be repercussions. They are very, very deliberate. They are well thought out. They'll get a little bit more. I don't think we're aggressive enough with them, but I'm a hawk. When you take a look at the crude, if you thought there were war and something going to really shake up the shipping of oil, you wouldn't be down the way you are. That's the only thing that you can look at. Bonds and notes would be getting a bid. The dollar would get a bid, and it did. Now, that's the confusion here. The dollar went up nearly a full penny, 96 points today. That dropped the metals because that's the pressure against them, and you can see how that's all working. So when we look at the gold market, we're retreating. We're down for the week, and today's the first day of the week, 1%. When we take a look at how the chart action's going, it's a lot of nothing so far. Back and forth waves in here. You haven't gone anywhere in a while. When we look at the chart pattern, you have a lower low, a higher high. That is not a trend in the market. The battleground has been the 18-day average of closes in red. The first supports the 200-day average at 2013.20, and the Bollinger Band should be right around there, and here it comes in at 210.70. So if the market falls, I can make the argument the 200 to the Bollinger Band, if it really accelerated, the 100-day average. After that, I don't know. But do I think we're trending right now? I don't. I think it's a lot of markets just doing this, waves of back and forth. When we look at, are you oversold? Absolutely. Are we embedding or locking in a downtrend? No. So I'll stick with my thought process there. The gold-silver ratio, as you can see, just sitting here at 88, which means silver should be weaker than gold. And on the chart, it too is an ugly pattern. It's drifting, but notice the numbers are not trying to stay with both numbers under 20 and start locking in a new bear trend. Rather, this is a lot of this, and I have to tell you, the aftermath of getting a phenomenal rally in almost everything, from the end of October of 2023 right through the end of the year, and then that correction began in early January. We're still early January, we're the 16th. Now remember, out of the 16th, we've had a Martin Luther King Day, no trading, all to speak. We've had New Year's Day. So you haven't really had a full trading cycle kick in on a week. We're just getting there now. When I look at the copper market, until China does something, away you go. Now, if you looked at the World Forum in Davos, Switzerland, you know, their premier came out and he's talking that they had 5.3% growth. Ha! They didn't have 5.3% growth. Why not 7? They make up numbers, okay? We don't know what they have. We know that we can look at shipments, we look at other parts of it. It used to be the old days you could look at electricity usage and measure how their economy is doing. But they keep hiding things. We used to see youth unemployment. You don't see that anymore. Here's what we want. We certainly want them to grow. It's good for world trade. We don't need to be their adversary in that. But you're developing bearish embedded readings in copper. Let me just show you both numbers under 20 today. Let's see, can I get it to come back? It's not going to let me do it on this chart, I'm sorry. But you're getting the bearish embedded reading until the red line closes over 21. Rallies are probably selling opportunities, still looking for more to climb. I don't know if this one's going to let me do it if I come back. No, both of them won't. I know what it is, and it's not a problem. Lower highs, lower lows, and we're trying to embed the reading here as well. Still bearish. Embedded readings happen when you take a market that's oversold and you lock it into a downtrend. I teach this in my enhanced Bollinger Band course. It's on our website under the word education, iraepstein.com. And if it does that, until you lose that reading with the red closing, in this case over 21, I'm still looking for the markets to stay very weak. In the dollar index, you now got back up and over for the first time in a very long time. You hadn't been over since early December, if you come there. Number one, you're over the 18-day average, but now you're making a run. I wish I could tell you that you had 200-day averages back there, so what I just said isn't actually right. You were over it here. You got back over at the beginning of the year, the 18, giving you an upside bias. And now in the dollar, what you're doing is challenging Bollinger Band and 200-day average. If you can clear this, the 104 area, 103.90, is a very realistic area for resistance. We had talked before that if the market got a large amount of short covering, 104 was a possibility. I was doing it in 2023 in December talking about that, and it's very realistic that you're about there. This morning, if you missed me, by the way, in my morning video, I had no electricity in my home. So we in Chicago, we've been between 2 and 10 below, and whatever happened where I live, my little section over here, we lost all our power, no heat, nothing, so threw my whole day off. I apologized. Doesn't do me any good to bring out a hotspot on my phone when I don't have outdoor internet that I can get big videos up to. It's not going to work that way. And that's how it works. Remember, $398 for 30 days, $448 for 30 days on the Spider ETF. You can get both. And if you keep both, what we're doing is we will combine them into our combo price and give you a discount upon your renewal. This is not available to current subscribers to say, hey, I'm going to drop my subscription today and I'll come back in tomorrow and I'll save some money. You know I'm not going to accept that, all right? But if you're a current subscriber and you've been wanting to move to either one of these and you haven't, that's where you take advantage. I'm Ira Epstein. You have yourself a great day, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow morning. You have a good one.